Hey y'all, what's up? Before I go to bed for real, take a look at this TikTok video that I found. So, this guy basically shares a quick story about this woman who happened to be a black business owner that literally worked herself into the ground 7 days a week. And she decided to finally take a break after working herself to death on her day job and whatever other side hustle she does. She took 3 days off, went to sleep, never woke up. This is just a harsh reality of what the whole hustle culture looks like. When you hustle and you overdo it and you do all these other side hustles and run these businesses and don't have no real help or nothing, this is what happens. This is why I stress the importance of taking a break, taking all the vacation in the world, take all the PTO you have, because you don't know when your time is up. But yeah, take a look at this video and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below.
Black folk, we have got to start rejecting hustle and productivity culture. This woman is Kea Cole. She ran a restaurant called QC's Kitchen in Nashville. She was 40 years old. Kea was known to have a generous spirit and also for her work ethic. She worked 7 days a week. In her final social media post above, she said, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to take 3 days off because I need some rest." She took her time off, laid down to went to sleep, and never woke up. Hustle and productivity culture is toxic as hell, y'all. And black folks, we in particular, have been targeted by hustle and productivity culture. Yes, I know everyone else does too, but I'm talking specifically to the black community because, see, we are constantly lied on and have been for generations that we who built the nation and have made many inventions and other cultural and societal contributions that make this country what it is have always been accused of being lazy and having our hands out. So many of us believe that we have to go out here and we have to hustle, hustle, and hustle. Many of us work more than one job. Myself, a few years ago, worked two full-time jobs, 80 plus hours a week, until my body started breaking down and I had to stop and reprioritize. We have enough wealth in the United States of America that no one, no matter what your job is or what position you hold, you should be able to make a thriving wage. And yes, the money is there. We just finished being blitzed by the mainstream media over the asshole founder of Amazon wedding and the 4 day play date he had with his rich friends, including activities on his $500 million yacht. Do not tell me that this nation does not have the money to make it so that every citizen can make a thriving wage and live a dignified life. The federal minimum wage hasn't been raised in something like 19 years. When you think about it, it's at $7 and some odd cents an hour. That's absolutely asinine. And yes, many states have raised the minimum wage, but there is no state in the union where you can have one minimum wage job and afford housing, utilities, food, clothing, transportation, the essentials that you need. And capitalism has indoctrinated and brainwashed too many of us to think that it is the only economic system that is viable and that, oh well, that's just capitalism. Bullshit. And when we as a society collectively decide, you know what, we reject the tenets of capitalism, which by the way stem from chattel slavery, because the enslaved were frequently worked until they literally dropped dead. That is a fact. That is not opinion. And capitalism has kept that iteration of that kind of inhumane mistreatment going. That is why they want to raise the retirement age, because they want us to work until we croak, to enrich the wealthy class, who also, by the way, are considered to be hard workers and self made. It's rare that any multi billionaire, millionaire for that matter, is self made when you really look at these folk stories. Again, the asshole founder of Amazon. He's self made. No, he wasn't. He went to Princeton. And then when he got the idea for Amazon, he went to his mommy and daddy and they gave him $300,000 to start Amazon. You cannot tell me that this wealthy nation cannot provide a thriving wage in life for all of its citizens, including free health care, including free education, and yes, universal basic income. That's already proven that this nation can do it. Have you all forgotten the pandemic? I hate that saying, well, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Rest and sleep is not only a form of resistance, it is biologically necessary in order for you to live. And what good is it all the hustling you do and all the increased productivity that you have if you ruin your health? Or worse still, if you work yourself into an early grave. And we need together to decide enough is enough of this.